everybody. Welcome back, everybody, for round 7. This is a play-in. My name is Will.
My name is David.
And we are your guides for our tournament today. Our premier 5K tournament at Enter the Battlefield in Oakville. We are going to be getting started right away, I'd say. And then we'll have top 8 of whatever entails for that. I'm excited. We have 2 great players. We're going to change over the screen in 1 second here. With the match. We have Sia. We just did an interview with him. He's excited for this. He was a bit maybe hesitant of getting on stream, I have to say. And we also have Donald. We saw Donald's deck. Not Donald Duck, but Donald's deck. Round 2. So it was more of the control build. And it was pretty fun, I have to say. So both these players, right, battling it out, really wanting to get in. Sia's starting off with the Thoughtseize.
Yep, shiny. He has a very shiny boys. I see a hand with Mountain, Flutterstrand, Prismatic Ending, Jace, Brainstorm, Force of Will, Snapcaster Mage, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
That's what I kind of see there. Let's just do a little
Wonder
bit.
what Sia's going to take here. My initial thought is...
I would say
Brainstorm.
Yeah, Brainstorm is probably your best bet because you should be able to beat a Force of Will. Again, depending, but we'll see.
Yeah, play open for us.
Please, do it. Come back,
do
give
it.
us your thing.
Okay, someone in chat, rewind, take a screenshot, and note what's all there, or Moto screenshot, and then we can go from there. But we'll see how Donald plays around this. Talking with C, I don't think we have a digital list of his.
Oh, right.
I was chatting to him. He just wanted to play against any blue deck within it. So this may be what he wants, maybe not. It's more of a tempo. He also has Tamiyo, Sia does. He also has Kaito, which is a really fun Planeswalker, Ninja piece that he has within it. So
yeah, definitely more of a blue-black tempo. You are correct.
Yeah, and Fatal Push, the Tamiyo here. We do know that Donald has the Force of Will, doesn't want to push his luck too quickly. Yeah, it doesn't look like no deck list for Sia here. So we'll try to get a paper copy eventually. But this should be pretty good.
Yeah, if he's more of the tempo build, its tempo is usually not that good against control. That's like the the triangle of love between all the magic decks and the archetypes and stuff like that. So it's definitely going to be tough for Sia to get ahead if Donald can play around with all of his threats, like plow them and do Prismatic Ending, and there is 4 Prismatic Endings, so being able to ending Nether Goyfs and stuff like that could put Sia in a bit of a bad position here. But again, it comes down to sometimes the skill of the player as well too, outplaying your opponent, right? So we shall see what happens in this game.
I'm gonna
Mountain Islands.
Yeah, Donald should have just ripped. I know he didn't have the white there, but he should have just ripped 4th Aerolingus for fun. That would have been good.
See his deck list by any chance? Doesn't matter.
No digital. So it looks like Donald's drawn a Prismatic Ending, a Glaring card, and some more glare. It looks like I got Force of Will.
I see
still?
Plow, Prismatic Ending, Force of Will, Snapcaster Mage, Jace.
Okay,
so those are still in hand.
A lot of different pieces. Going to take the Force of Will.
Oh, Force of Will in this case now. Yep. Okay.
New sensor. And
Basically,
a
Sia is basically playing the control deck with all these Thoughtseizes, but he does need to put a threat into play, or it's not going to be fun still, right? Because he's discarding Donald's hand, but Donald eventually will catch up with again if he finds his threats eventually, but we'll see. That's it. This really comes down to pondering and finding your threats as ASAP.
Hoping for something in the deck. Better than the top 3 that he saw there.
If Donald slams a land and then has a back to basics, that'd be backbreaking for Sia, but in this case, it's not like he had a land back to basics.
Donald has 2, right?
2 in the main deck,
Two in the main deck, and he was also playing 2 counterbalances. We remember seeing that being huge game 1, too.
Yeah,
right?
that was beautiful against his opponent. He does also have Scroll Rack.
You don't want to be passing
Oh,
back,
wow,
right?
so there we go. So that's a turn of doing nothing.
Okay, both of them doing nothing. As long as, Donald isn't going with his land, Sia's got to be happy about that, right?
Yep, and I was going to say, this is the thing, that if Sia doesn't have a threat or like a creature to play around with, it's going to be a lot harder for him to take advantage. But in this case, he finally had a Tamiyo in play, so we shall see.
Sia's got to be worried if he gets the basic planes here of oh, there's a possibility of maybe a back to basics. And Cia's an experienced player.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
been around for a while. He should maybe see the lines of, okay, I should expect the potential of this, even game 1.
Yeah, I mean, again, you're seeing Donald pull a lot of basics right now, so you got to have something in your brain saying you have to have back to basics somewhere. So the Plow is going to get rid of Tameo, no life gains, untap and draw.
No land drops.
What has Donnie got?
Okay.
There's another land. I smell a Jace just being slammed.
Yep,
Just
you're
like
right.
make your opponent have it.
The
There's
box
the
stopper
days.
foil.
Yep, you may have to play around days, but you know what? You have to hope
Ooh,
for the best.
drew another
Force
force will.
pitching Snapcaster Mage, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Is Sia gonna daze again? And yes, he is. Sia has always.
Wow.
I don't want to say anything,
Wow.
but Sia always seems to have daze. He loves that card in his hand. He just like goes nuts for that card.
Starting the game at 0 lands.
Yeah, and here we go.
Oh,
Back to
Tammy's a good
Tameo.
follow-up,
That's
too.
really good.
Does he still have the prismatic ending in his hand?
Yes, I believe so. I don't think he got discarded.
Oh, this is the Narset.
This is Narset,
This
yeah.
is Narset.
And there's a prismatic ending.
Yeah.
So he's doing both. He's saying, okay, me prismatic ending, me Narset, and then you find another instant sorcery. What do we got? I think I smell.
I think it's a nothing
wow.
whiff.
We hit nothing.
You see his
Sia's
facial
like,
expression.
wow. Even like he's like, okay, what's going on?
That's good for Sia.
You got nothing.
You know, relative
Yeah,
to
very.
everything else that's happening, Murktide
And a
for a
Murktide.
punch.
Wow. Okay, Sia's banging this off pretty good right
I
now.
think this is a
I think he may just go full.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Because you
You go
have
big.
to have your opponent. You have to force your opponent to have either a Teferi or a Plow. Again, Sia may know that he has Teferi in his deck. You have to presume he has Teferi.
Yeah.
But you know what? Just make him have it. Make him have it.
I feel like they're talking about how he whiffed hard on Narset.
Narset too, right?
And Sia's like, yep, you know. I think when I played Sia on Wednesday, I whiffed twice with Ringleader, double 4-0-4 with hitting
Really,
no
eh?
goblins.
Wow.
I was like, oh wow, Supreme Verdict. Okay, that's a good way to get
Wow,
rid of
verdict
a big
covers the
Murktide.
Murktide. Oh yeah,
And one up.
that's also an option too. Yes, I forgot about that card as well. So, then even plus the Narset.
Keeping him,
Or sorry, neg the Narset.
Yeah.
But,
keeping him on 3.
yeah, so we did get the deck list from CA here. Yeah, we do have like the Nethergoyfs, the Tameo. What else we got threat-wise? Kaito, Bane of Nightmares.
Yeah.
I know when that comes up on the screen, we'll definitely pull that. We got the Murktide or Orcus Bowmasters.
Counterbalance.
And Brazen Borrower. Counterbalance being found. Okay.
That's good.
Pretty solid. I mean, this is the classic. You have 2 hours for that, Donald? Yeah, we do. We're good. We're raking it in. Let's go. So Sia is most likely going to get the one Undercity Sewers in this case of his fetch land. Unless he wants to flash in a Brazen Borrower or something like that in his hand. Quite possibly. We're going to find out in a second here. We're just double checking life total, make sure we're on track.
Yeah, I think that's what they're doing, right?
Yeah. We're good.
Yeah, because he
Square.
did double Thoughtseize, right? He
Yeah.
should be quite a bit lower than what it is. And probably has a Surveil land here, right? Going to be able to help flesh out a little bit of what he's going to draw. What a great card.
Just confirm there's so both players are 5-1, so this is a definitely winning in. Before we get to the end of the match, figure out what the record was again.
Yeah,
Went,
yeah.
Oh, wait, they're actually this is a very important match. So here we go. Moment of truth. We got the Surveil. Sia's deep in the tank saying, holy moly, what a card. What is it going to be? Again, Surveil's not so much of a value in this deck because you're not really surveilling away a fatty, let's say, but like in Reanimator, but still, half a card value from a fetch land is always okay.
Yeah, you're going to be thinking about, too, what may be on top. Yeah, I feel like Daze is not.
Oh,
the
he
play.
did days, okay, yeah. And,
'Cause-
Wasteland may not. Oh, there's a hard cast Kaito. Let's go.
4 mana, right? Is Kaito?
Yep, it's 4 mana by
Does-
itself. So
what
speaking of
4
Kaito, now
mana
that it's
speak-
it'd be Jace or the Verdict, possibly.
Yeah, and both are gone in the bin.
Yeah.
So does he blind play the top? Get a plus. It's an interesting piece, right? Because Kaito
Yes.
isn't actually attacking this turn.
No,
right?
it's just going to be surveilling for 2 in this case. But of course, if you're not aware, this has ninjutsu for 3. During your turn, as long as Kaito has 1 or more loyalty counters on him, he's a 3/4 ninja with hexproof. The +1 is you get an emblem that ninjas you control get +1/+1. The 0, which is usually post combat after you ninjutsu, do surveil 2 and then draw a card for each opponent who lost life, which is usually just 1.
Yeah.
So surveil 2, draw a card. And then the -2 is puts 2 tap target creature, put 2 stun counters on it. So stunning is pretty actually. It may not seem like the biggest deal, but it's actually a pretty solid ability to be able to like have a Murktide tap a Murktide down and can tap for 2 turns, essentially, right? So
even a troll, I'm thinking too, right? If it was in the
yep,
matchup,
tapping
right?
a troll, yep, 100%.
Could be a nice piece. Sia here, if he can remove the Tamiyo, he can draw some cards.
Yeah, this
which would be nice.
We're go for the throat. One of, just so you guys know, one of go for the throat. Moment of truth. It's a stock up.
No.
Okay, so
that's a good draw though next turn.
Yep.
Okay.
And he's going to attack the Narset.
Okay, only the. I guess yes, because he still can't do the activated ability of Kaito, right?
Yeah.
Within it, if he did damage to the player.
Yeah. So he's just going to surveil anyways.
1, 2. Looking at it, we'll probably try
Hit
to.
them both. Wow.
Yeah, it was a Ponder and a.
Get rid of your Tundra.
Yeah, and Stock Up's going to be a little less effective here because of only 3 lands, right? Yeah, he knows exactly what he's playing.
Yep. And wow, the 4th daze.
Wow, I'm dazed by this. This guy, no way.
He always has dazes though.
Yeah.
He has days for days, as they say.
Every time I just see Sia, I'm quite dazed. I have to say,
You're
right?
dazed by his appearance too.
Ooh, well,
wow.
Yeah. Don't tell my wife. I'm
Is
just
he
kidding.
that charming? Is he that charming?
Oh, he is. Not when he beats me at Magic. But
Not even, of course, of course.
Then I'm a bit. I'm happy.
You're
I'm a happy camper, as they say, right, Dave?
I'm surprised you actually found the one of go for through in this case. Pretty early on there for the.
It was probably one of the best removals, right? I guess you could have Fatal Push to something else, right?
Yeah.
And he's going to draw 3 cards.
But he's burned through 3 of his dazes. Right, 4 of his dazes.
Ancestral Recall, why not, right? This ninja,
100%.
go in the distance with the raccoon and the ninja star.
Oh yeah, it's like the ninja raccoon.
And what is that in the
Yeah,
background?
here we can quickly look at it one more time here with everybody. It's really sad, actually. There is a raccoon in the top left there.
It's like the raccoon.
Or is
that
it a
gets
cat
you-
or a raccoon?
It's got to be a raccoon, right?
You know what? It probably is more raccoony.
And Nether Goyf, but does get bounced by Teferi, it looks like it.
So we finally have another Goyf. Okay, good to know.
Yeah, Nether Goyf did come out, got bounced by Teferi on Donald's turn. You probably just killed Teferi, right? You want to be able to try to counter something at some point. And see it drew 3 cards last turn.
Especially with Bowmasters, instant speed removal, all that kind of stuff, and like counters. Yeah, I think you want to. Oh, there's the pending.
Wow, okay.
And then
that
countering
works.
another Goyf.
Can he...
Bowmasters, you got an answer for that, and he's done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow. That's actually
Interesting.
A really nice play too with Sia, right? He can... Bowmasters is such a valuable card, right? Just see with the Nether Goyf, like, what should you value more? The Bowmasters or the Nether Goyf? Because he played it in the sequence of Nether Goyf, you can see what the top is with counterbalance, and then you can play out the other.
Was he dead? Because he was at 14. You could just prismatic ending the. Oh, did he not have a white source? No, he must have had a basic.
No, he had 1 of each basic, but no 4th land.
4th land, but you don't need the 4th. Oh, for Kaito you're talking
Kaito.
about. Oh,
Well, no, he could still get rid of. Oh yeah, he needs 4 because it's C4.
But he can
But
get
he'd
rid of
never
Bowmasters
get
in that
4
case, so I'm not sure, but nonetheless,
Yeah,
that's
he.
part of the fun. So here, actually, I'll give you Sia's deck.
Oh, look at this. I'm gonna pretend I know how to read.
I mean, we've seen Donald's deck for the sideboard, but let's go over Sia's first. See what's happening there.
CS list here. There's a bunch of cards. I'm gonna ask him to print this out next time instead of reading his handwriting. But we have some Bargoyfs. We have Nullrod is not going to come in. Consigned to Memory, probably not. Harbinger of the Sea. No,
not so much because all the basic
Donald
lands,
doesn't really care too much.
Yeah.
And then Force
Negation, maybe?
of Negation.
Probably.
You didn't spell forcefully right. It's Fora.
Sia.
Fora
Spell.
of Negation.
Fora.
That's what I see.
That's Judge. That's,
Judge? Excuse me?
He didn't put the card
As
down
the
right.
judge looks at us
Yeah,
of like the
what?
list,
Huh?
right?
Yeah, what?
No, it's right. He just didn't put a C in here. That's okay for Sia. Anyhow,
Okay.
but no, I don't really see too much else. Like, I guess you bring in Force of Negations potentially, right? If you want to play a little bit more of that counter magic. Like the heavy hitters and the game winners, really for Donald are for Theralingus and a Planeswalker.
Yeah, you might bring in the Baroglyphs as like extra threats against, right? Because again, they only have so many clouds and prismatic endings. So
One's going to
able
get through eventually.
Exactly, right? So that's probably something that I would bring in for this matchup. I know Beargoyf is more for the tempo matchups, like for like the mirrors, the delvers, and stuff like that. But it's still a card that's viable.
Yeah.
So that might be something.
And looking at Donald's list here, what do you
yeah.
got here for us,
I mean,
Dave? What do you got?
I'm thinking. I don't think. Oh man, the only thing that might come in might be like Pyroblast and Hydroblast, maybe. But it's not really that blue of a base deck, right? I mean, sure, you have all the.
Did you bring in Triumph?
You probably do bring in Triumph St. Catherine because the lifelink definitely helps as well too, right? Against these tempo kind of decks.
Yeah.
So, oops, sorry, wrong. Yeah, Pyroblast, maybe the Hydroblast, maybe for opposing Pyroblast from your opponent.
Yeah.
But sorry, your opponent's not playing red. My apology. They're not gonna have anything.
Starting with
red,
the Thoughtseize again.
right?
Now let's make this big screen for my little eyes.
Flutterstrand. This is the same hand. Flutterstrand,
This
Snapcaster,
looks
Narset,
exactly the
Plow, Counterspell. Is that a surgical? Or
No,
Teferi in
it's
the back?
Teferi. It's almost identical, as you're saying, right? Just a Teferi instead of, Jason Mindsculpt.
Yeah, essentially looks like the same hand you kept. Right?
Yeah, as game one. So, does it matter as much of play draw in this type of matchup, do you think?
If you're control, you would always like to be on the play, of course, yes,
Yeah.
because you want to get the mana advantage, especially if your opponent's playing a Wasteland deck. Now that you went Tundra Go, that's a lot. I probably would have went Flutterstrand Go, to be honest, so you can play around your opposing Wasteland of your opponents.
Yes.
But nonetheless, here we are.
So that counterspell could also be a SpongeBob.
It could be.
I'm
There's
letting
the
you know.
Wasteland we're talking about there, right? Yeah.
Did he just say wow? Did John just say wow?
He might have.
It almost looked like you said wow.
I mean, Sia always has Wasteland, always has Days. It's standard. It's standard for him.
Oh,
Right.
Donald with nothing.
Yeah, I mean that is scary.
This comes to the thing with the Surveil lands, right? I know that the previous play was you wouldn't crack your fetch to try to thin your deck, right? Because when you're trying to look for a land. But now Surveil lands, are you cracking? You're taking out a potential land draw just to see the top to filter your.
I mean,
Like, what is it optimal? Like, Donald needs a land. Are you going to try to surveil for one? If you don't,
yeah, you.
I guess you
definitely
do,
have
right?
to. You definitely have to. Yeah, there's no way you don't. Right.
the odds of it. And I think he's only playing. No, wait, he's not even playing any surveil lands.
Oh, he's not. You're right. He's playing Prismatic
So he's
Vistas
not
and stuff.
cracking this until he finds it.
Yeah. Oh, another Thoughtseize. It's stripping the hand apart here.
Uh-oh.
Counterspell,
Is there a way to put a
double
sad face
snap.
on the screen if he doesn't draw?
So Prismatic Ending, Force Erlingus, Plow, Narset,
Yeah, you
Force
can-
of Will, Counterspell, and a Snap.
And you just take Force of Will here, no? If you can stick a threat,
I mean, you probably
I guess.
you probably do. I mean, if you have a threat, you take Plow, so you force them to like empty their hand out with a Force of Will.
Yeah.
Or you take Force.
Roddy
Whoa!
Roddy Man. Roddy B Man. Thanks for 10 months Prime.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You-
Cameo of the follow-up play.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
we
a
finally
nice
lands.
follow-up to begin with. Did you just subscribe to us? No? That's okay.
I don't even know if I know how.
That's fair. You're going to figure it out. That's good. And this doesn't look very good for Donald, I don't think.
No.
One land.
I guess we
Did
actually
you just
missed,
get one?
We actually missed that game round 2 with Donald there. It has no surveillance. I'm surprised. I probably would have.
Guess he did find one.
Right.
So lucky him. I remember the Mystic Sanctuary to put
Yep,
the
I
Force of
remember that.
Will on top to
That I
counterbalance. Was it Assault too? Was it?
Yes.
It was something, right?
Yeah,
that was a pretty fun play.
Pretty sure it was a 5-drop.
I'm trying to think of what is our play of the day so far. We're like sequence of the day. I think a
Honestly?
misstep of the like not eating
Oh,
the
Agatha's Soul
Grizzlebrand.
Cauldron?
Nah, that was a misplay. That's a misplay of the day.
That's the misplay of the day.
Misplay of the day, I
Yeah.
think, is that. But play of the day.
Oh, man.
What
I
are we
mean,
thinking?
everything's been pretty tight. There hasn't been anything that's like extreme.
Except
For that, you know what? Except for like Mystic Sanctuary, actually doing the whole like getting a Forcible to counter a Solitude. That actually was pretty good.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest with you, most of these games are starting to blend into each other at this point now. You know what I mean? They're starting to blend.
6.5 hours
Yeah.
in, really,
Right.
really,
You know,
like 8
like,
minutes up.
There's definitely there's been some pretty good plays been going on, but nothing that's been like holy moly.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Sounds good. We are looking towards if Donald's able to.
I mean, he did pending the Tameo. So, but now again, Sia has 4 lands right now.
Yeah, that's got to feel good for Sia against the control deck too.
Especially. Yeah, that's tough.
Brazen Board just coming in.
Yep.
Talking about threat, as you mentioned, right, Dave?
Yeah, I mean, you have to do something. So if you have, if you have to play a tempo game, and he's definitely going to
start baiting it
out. That's one
out.
of 2 Brazen Warriors as well. Yeah.
Would you have to really worry about something else, like actually trying to bounce something with Brazen Warrior? Maybe, like I guess a Planeswalker.
Maybe. I mean, that's
lands.
Yeah.
Thinking about what Donald may need
down.
to get back in. Dave, what do you think here?
I
mean,
he's definitely falling behind with these lands. I mean, again, we're currently 4-2 from Sia to Donald. Wasteland definitely didn't help with the first Tundra that Donald had to play. I mean, a counterbalance is not going to do it. Scroll Rack's not going to do it. I think he has a 4th in his hand, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
If he can maybe drop a Narset, he might be able to dig for something else. But the only thing that's Donald can really do at this point is get rid of, just make sure Sia is not doing anything. Oh man, and he's a Daze as well. This is just like
Force of Will. Did he return the Underground Surge?
Yeah, no, he just did Underground Sea.
Okay.
I don't think he wanted to play another tap land.
That's fair.
Didn't want to slow down.
It'd be scary if Sia just draws another Wasteland too, right? Like take him off of a white, leave him with a bulk.
Yeah. Here we go.
All the potential.
Is it a full size Murktide?
No, just a 5/5.
Okay.
Yeah.
5/5.
Oh, okay.
Triumph. Wow.
Did he set that up?
Nope. I don't think we had a cantrip.
Bounce it.
And the Brazen Board.
Wow. Okay, that's good. Sia's like, no, stop.
Yep. That was. That was a pretty good top deck.
Yes.
Didn't even think about that one coming into play, but didn't matter because Brazen Board got there. Another 5 for going 8.
Force of Will can be hard cast.
Yep. Yeah. Sia is basically playing control at this point.
Yeah. He talked about how he wanted to play a blue matchup. He got the blue matchup that he wanted.
He's not playing the funky decks.
Oh my
and
god!
Oh my god! Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, Sia had everything.
Nail in the coffin.
I mean, Sia did play 3 Dazes last game. And
did he play 4? 4 or 3?
No, he played 3. He binned 1.
Okay. Yes. That's right.
Right.
Wow.
So, that was that's as straightforward as it can go.
Round 7. Amazing.
Round 7. Blue-black tempo made it to top 8 most likely, but we'll see how breakers go. Right?
Yeah.
So, go ahead, yeah.
Donald did not get there. I was kind of hoping that we'd have a deck like his, honestly, in the top 8. I think that would be really good.
Yep, no,
to
for sure.
See.
Yes, but in this case...
We didn't.
Yeah.
And that's okay, because I bet he had fun. He's going to get paid out something.
Yeah, definitely.
In retrospect
some kind of top 16 or something like that, at least, right? I mean... Donald did top 8 at another tournament with the same kind of deck.
No way.
So it
That's
is.
great.
I mean, the deck can definitely do something, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, Sia out-controlled the control deck.
Yeah.
Essentially, right, and out-tempoed him as well. Right. So,
with it all.
how much time do we got left in the round there? I didn't exactly see, but I don't think we definitely have some time, right? 25 minutes actually.
We might have it.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. We are going to interview a judge.
Cool.
I still have to tell you about this crazy judge stuff. That talking about crazy judge plays. That
was it one of the judges that's
yeah,
here?
It's our head judge here.
Oh, maybe he'll be the one that goes on for the interview today.
I don't know. We'll find out who we got here today. All the judges have been great, so helpful. All the staff here at Enter the Battlefield. Everybody, even the players, right? From new to not as new players.
Yeah,
but in a moment, right? We're going to take a 2-minute break, everybody. We will see you in a moment, and we will be right back
See ya.
for an interview.
See ya.